By the grace of God, this evil is vanquished.
Well, it looks a little bit like the new yellow golden sovereign is a bit of a success really for the Mint. Everybody I've spoken to seems to think this is a very positive thing. Thanks to the person who commented on my last video and let me know that the difference between the red and the yellow gold is that around about 8% of the old coin was made of copper, and about 4% of the new coin is made of copper, with the other 4% being silver. So it's a kind of 50-50 blend. Thanks a lot for that. Germania Mint, possibly one of the best mints in the whole world. They seem to feature quite a lot on my channel. I'm very proud to say that because I really love the inventive products that they come up with. Some of the things that you guys may not know or be aware of is they are probably a lot bigger as a company, a lot bigger than you would ever think. They do a lot of joint projects with national mints. They produce packaging, coins, items and custom products for other mints as well all over the world. So they're really a technological powerhouse behind minting, based in Poland in the centre of Europe, and very interesting organisation. And you can see here some of the little video of the kind of way they go about producing and packaging items to very, very high standards. One of the kinds of products that they are best known for is perhaps the allegorical or mythological designs inspired by Norse mythology and the gods, and those are the kind of things that I have on my channel quite often. And I wanted to show you this really lovely set which came into the office last week. As you may not know, they produce different levels of products. Some of the products are effectively bullion coins in very large mintages. And then they also produce beautiful products like this, which are a cut above the regular kind of bullion items, with beautifully designed packaging and much higher production values, and they're already pretty high, to be honest as well. So this set is a 2-coin set. The coins are presented in a package which actually covers both of the coins, and when they kind of turn around, a little bit like some of their beast coins, they kind of fit together in a lot of ways. In terms of attention to detail, they're both numbered. They are finished in yellow gold, ruthenium, silver, and they both, as I say, both have a matching number, which is part of a series of only 500 sets of coins. So the subject matter is Loki and Heimdall, both of which are gods, but these gods are gods that hate each other. The story of these coins is really about a fight to the death, with Heimdall battling Loki and both dying of their wounds at the end of the universe. Heimdall was said to blow a great big horn when the world was to end. And I just think the way Germania do these kind of editions is just so attractive and so collectible. I know a lot of people who generally don't collect, and maybe who buy bullion as opposed to collector's coins, who make an exception for Germania and just seem to enjoy the story and collecting them and the way they're produced. So thanks very much, Germania, and a great edition. If any of you guys have followed British YouTubers in this particular space, precious metals, coins, numismatics, you'll have heard of Backyard Bullion. He's got a lot more followers than I have. We've both been doing it pretty much the same number of years. And I just wanted to give him a shout out. I know he's had 1 or 2 issues with the Royal Mint that I hope he will resolve. And I just want to show you a really lovely cast bar that he made in 2017. And it just reminded me of the great work that goes on, all the detail that goes on by British YouTubers. You know, this is individually hallmarked with the BYB Backyard Bullion stamp, and just a great item from a great guy, and a big shout out goes to him. Well, you've seen the proof sovereign. You saw a few of those at the beginning of this video. As well as the proof, the Royal Mint have brought out a bullion version, and they've been trying to ramp up security on their coins for some time. They did it a while back with the Britannia. They've tried to make these coins a little bit less easy to reproduce, a bit more secure. Gold is very expensive and bullion is expensive. So the new 2026 Golden Gold Sovereign in bullion only has a lot of security features, 3 new security features in, and we're going to take a quick look at those. I've put here on the graphic, is this really needed? Because quite a lot of collectors have said, well, do we really want this? You know, is this really adding anything? Or is every one of these security features needed to maintain security? The consensus is that probably, yes, it seems to be a good idea, although there are still quite a lot of collectors who are rallying against it. So you've got these kind of 3 security features: a latent image, which is in the little circle where you can see different things depending on which way and which direction you look at it; a half-tone pattern, which is quite cumbersome to reproduce, although I expect it probably would be reproducible to anyone who really wanted to reproduce it; and then the micro texting, which I first noticed, I think, on, was it 2016 circulation pound coin, that had this micro texting to preserve the coin in some way and from counterfeiting. At the time there was a big counterfeiting issue with £1 coins. There probably is a little bit now, but to a lesser extent. So let me know in the comments what you think about the security features on the new Bullion Sovereign. I think it's quite nice personally, but I think everyone will have their own opinion on this. One of the things I said in my last video was that I didn't think the reverse proof was actually a full reverse proof. I hadn't seen it in detail or seen any of the pictures at that stage. It looks to me as if it is a full reverse proof, for the most part anyway. So that means that the portrait of Charles is shiny and the background is matte. It's not just a frosted proof like they've produced before. Unfortunately, there do seem to have been some issues with quality control at the Mint with this particular coin, and a number of people have sent me pictures of coins that are less than perfect, shall we say. My opinion on this is that there is no way on earth these coins should get out the door of the Royal Mint. The quality control, you know, should be much tighter than it is. Much tighter. There are only 3,000 of these coins that have been made. None of them should have any issues. Germania hardly has any issues. Perth Mint hardly has any issues. The Royal Mint have been at it for hundreds of years and should not have any issues. I dread to think what people like William Wesley Pole, the mint master of up to about 1815 or so, would have thought of the quality control of today's Royal Mint. Maybe somebody should ask him.